Here are my 6 top tips to setting sales targets. Number 1, set activity-based targets as well as results-based targets. It's important not just to look at the end result, but to look at what are the things that drive that end result. It might be the number of meetings you need to see every week or every month. It might be the number of calls or the number of people you need to speak to. But it's important to understand what drives those end results. Number 2, make sure that targets you set are both realistic and stretch targets. There's no point in setting a target that you're never going to be able to reach. But equally, you don't want a weekly target that you reach by Wednesday. Set something that's truly a challenge, but not so challenging that you're never going to hit it. Tip 3, set targets and measure both quality and quantity. It's important to understand that sales isn't just about the number of calls, the amount of activity, but it's also about the quality of that activity. So measure your conversion rates, measure the amount of meetings you need to go to make a sale, and really understand what drives the quality of your sales process. Tip 4 is to have long, medium, and short-term goals. Set goals for the day or even by the hour if you want. Set goals on a monthly or a weekly basis and understand what you're trying to achieve over a quarter or over a year, and breaking it down that way will give you short-term targets and things you can really focus on, and long-term goals that are huge achievements when you hit them. Tip 5, document your targets. Make sure you're accountable to yourself if you're not accountable to somebody else, and the easiest way to do that is to make sure your targets are documented somewhere. Tip 6, make sure you're constantly tracking those targets and measuring the numbers around them. It makes sure that you're focused and make sure that you are absolutely looking at those numbers week in, week out, and by doing that, again, you're accountable to yourself, but more importantly, you understand where you are in your process.